Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, is supported by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with code CLUB at 22. Your balls will thank you. Tell all the teams you know that we are top of the league and they are not. Hello everyone, welcome to Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and welcome to a club reaction to Motherwell 1, Rangers 6. A delightful day for us, let's be honest, lads. First of all, I'm with Ali Pearson. Ali, how are you?
If Carlsberg did weekends, it would be this weekend. Honestly, that's the performance I've been waiting for all season, and I'm delighted, absolutely delighted.
Yeah, Ryan Haymarsh, how's it going, mate?
Oh, it's going absolutely brilliant, guys. Happy click into form day. We have been waiting for this. He comes from Zambia.
Yeah, Scotia, how's it going?
Yeah, 2 seconds, get this fucking shark head off. Very good. What a difference 48 hours makes. How we were all feeling Friday night and how we're feeling right now. Absolutely brilliant.
Never mind that, mate. How I was feeling at 12:15 compared to how I feel now is absolutely unbelievable. First of all, obviously, Club at 22 is supported by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com, you'll get 20% off and free shipping with code Club at 22. You'll be supporting our podcast if you do. We are delighted to be supported by them. So please go check out their stuff. We have all trialed their stuff now, and it is absolutely fantastic, to be completely honest. I wasn't aware I needed something called ball deodorant, but now that I've started using it, I think I'm going to need to use it all the time. Really, really good stuff. So you would be supporting us. So please go and check it out. Now, gentlemen, let's get into it. Happy birthday to our captain, James Tavernier, who decided to show up and put his best performance of the season in. And he wasn't even the best player on the park today. That just tells you everything you need to know about this game. As I say, I've waited a long time to do a positive podcast with you boys. I really have, and it's finally came. We have clicked into gear today, and we have absolutely demolished Motherwell. So the team was McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun, Bassey, Davis, Kamara, Arfield, Aribo, Sakala, and Morelos. Scotia, you were so close.
Just Sakala. I thought the pitch was going to be a bit heavier, so I thought it might suit Roof a wee bit more, but. No, I'm glad that Sakala started, and he's shown why he should have started today. So, good team.
Ali, happy enough for the team?
Yeah, I think we've been crying out for a bit of pace in the team the last couple of weeks, and Sakala or Scott Wright is the only real pace we've got. So I could see what Gerard was trying to do. He's trying to mix it up a wee bit, and he got it correct.
Not half, Ryan. The team was solid enough, but I honestly think Sakala kind of shocked everybody.
Oh yeah, I didn't see him starting at all. I thought it would be the usual, to be Wright or Roof or Hadji, somebody filling either side. But yes, great decision by the management team, and it well and truly paid off.
Yes, just quickly before we actually jump into the actual match, Sky had a tribute at the start of their show today. With tributes to Walter Smith. It was very, very well done. It's still bringing a tear to my eye, to be honest, when I'm watching videos like that, but it was a really good tribute. It also showed an interview with Gerard where he was talking about his interactions with Walter. What was the first call that he got after we'd won 55 and Walter was phoning him to congratulate him. And the amazing stories that we're hearing is just really adding to the raising his status, I suppose, of how much of a legend he was. But it was really good. So if you haven't seen it, do go back and check it out. The start of the Sky programme was good. So well done to them for that. And we'll get into the football, lads. Rangers start the game the way we just like to start games, really, by giving away a goal. This will be the only negative part about this podcast. I promise you. Just stick with us through this wee bit, and things are going to get rather rosy after it. Goldson and Tav have a bit of a mix-up at the back with a long ball that's no real danger at all. obviously the commentary team were saying it could have been Tav to head it back. I think either of them should have been able to header the ball back to McGregor without any real difficulties, to be completely honest, but Goldson manages to head it out for a corner. The resulting corner is floated in. Balogun is miles away from his man. Free header. McGregor makes a great save to parry it away. Motherwell get to it first. Goldson's lost his man, and it's fired in for the opening goal. Ali, it's safe to say at this point in my Sunday afternoon, I was not happy.
No, for some bloody reason at the moment, we just like gifting goals at the moment. It's not Christmas yet, Rangers. I mean, come on to fuck, honestly. And I know it's 12 o'clock kickoffs. I mean, we don't seem to turn up for the first 20, 25 minutes. And it was a comedy of errors, to be honest, in terms of that goal. And Tav and Goldson need to speak to each other. Like you say, it's a long ball, but nothing's happening from it. To me, you head it back to the keeper. As soon as they got that corner kick, I knew they'd score. And again, the corner kick, we don't deal with it. McGregor is a good save. I did think he was slightly slow getting back up, McGregor, but he is 39, so I'll let him off. But again, it's a schoolboy goal we have given away yet again, and the defence gives me the fear at times when balls come into our box.
Yeah, Ryan, it was just a calamity of defensive errors, and the first wee bit of pressure that the defence got put under today, we crumbled.
Yeah, but there's a problem there and there's no getting away from it, and it's very hard for the management team to come up with a solution to this. I think they've just got to hope that they play themselves out this form. Tavernier's indecision to take that header back to McGregor causes the problem. Then Goldson, obviously, he decides he's taking control, goes out for the corner kick, and I was the same as Ali, and my dad said the same. We'll concede here. You just knew because it felt against the play, and we can't defend corners at the moment. And also, I think Scotia said, and I've maybe said before, why have we stopped putting someone on the post? I mean, McGregor, if somebody's on the post there, McGregor doesn't need to make that save. And Goldson as well is very, very slow to react to. Is it Mugabe, the boy that puts the ball in the back of the net? He's so slow to react, but that's as far as I'm going to go with it. What a great day for Rangers, but yes, there's definitely problems at the back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That we have to touch on this because it's obviously something that's reoccurring just now with the defensive lapses. Scotia, we had started quite well. Rangers were on the front foot, to be completely honest, and then for whatever reason, we just decide, well, let's make things difficult for ourselves and just give away quite a simple goal.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was telling on Friday evening. We all said that it'll be like 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, I think we all went for. And I said, I expect Motherwell to go in front. And so they did. And I was raging with Goldson. He was, for how slow he was to, once McGregor makes the save, how slow he was. Excuse me. And I was getting really, really angry. And I was like, oh, it's going to be another one of these days where we're huffing and puffing. Thankfully, that didn't actually come to fruition, but wasn't happy with Goldson at that point.
No, neither was I. I say, but when I seen the replay at half time of it, you can actually see Tav is a wee bit slow to come out of the corner. Balogun screaming at him to come out and take a man, and Tav's a wee bit slow. But even at that, both of them completely lose their men. And Balogun is about 2 yards away from his defender at best. It's a free header. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. And hopefully, the reaction that we got has kind of lifted the whole team as a whole, because the reaction was pretty tremendous. So on to the positive stuff, lads. Leave all the negative gumph there for today, because my goodness, we have got a lot to speak about. Motherwell obviously then moved to a back eight, as you would expect. At one point, I think I counted 10 players in their box, and we had only Morelos in there, which is incredible, to be completely honest. I don't even know how they managed it. But Rangers were playing really, really good football. We had the majority of the ball, passing really well, but we're just unable to score. I think in the back of the minds, though, we're all still thinking, God, the defence is ropey, and every time the ball kind of went forward, even if it was a kind of half dangerous long ball over the top, my heart was in my mouth. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen here. Obviously, we went 2 down against Aberdeen as well, so I'm thinking, God almighty, please don't let us go 2-0 down, because it would become a very very difficult afternoon, but my goodness, our afternoon was about to take a dramatic turn. Onto the 42nd minute, Rangers score an incredible equaliser. A deep cross from Bassey, right onto the boot of birthday boy James Tavernier, volleyed sweet as a nut, back across the goal into the bottom corner. A great strike, and at this point, Ali, we deserve to be at least level.
Yeah, I thought it was that Ryan's cat making an appearance there.
It wasn't here. She's buzzing.
No, I mean, I was the same as you. I thought Rangers played really well that first bar, that goal that we gifted. I thought Rangers played really well. I thought Joe Aribo was unlucky with a 1-2 he had, and probably should have scored, to be honest. But no, that goal, that's difficult. See Tav hitting that on a volley like that. What a goal that is. And it was shades of last week again. I know you'll come on to the second goal, but as soon as they got that goal, Rangers, you just thought they were going to score again. They just looked like they were going to score again, Rangers. And again, I know Tav gets a bit of slagging for quite a few Rangers fans, but he's stepped up once again, Tav, and he's brought us level, and it was an outstanding strike. And I hope he enjoys his birthday tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Ryan, it was quite an unbelievable strike from Tav, and from the criticism that he gets, rightly or wrongly, it's some way to get us back into the game.
What he offers us offensively it's absolutely priceless. It outweighs anything that he does at the back, because I think if he could defend as well as he could attack, and what he offers going forward, he would be playing the Premier League top 4 teams. He's that good. I'm so glad he hit it first time, because it was crying out to be smashed. And he had a fantastic game, Tavernier, I've got to say. I thought he was outstanding, and it was a captain's performance today, which I've been looking for from him since the season started. I don't think he's actually got to those levels, but he definitely did today, and he deserves the plaudits.
Yeah, 100%. Scotia, this is the James Tavernier that we know and love.
It is. I'm thinking back, I was probably overly harsh on him right after the Hearts game. I think I slated him a wee bit too much. But he got the assist and penalty midweek, and I'm sure he got an assist against St Mirren last week as well. Mm-hmm. That's what Tav does. That's what he gives you. And I thought today was absolutely excellent. Apart from that wee shaky moment with Goldson. But other than that, it was absolutely brilliant, and he's getting back to the way that we kind of know and love him from last season and season previous.
Yeah, 100%. And I think his leadership qualities come through in times like that as well. I see a lot of people question. I mean, I remember back when he would get made captain, I remember questioning. I was like, I'm not sure about Tavernier being a captain, but he's grew into the role, something terrible, and proved me wrong. And I'm glad that he has. And today, as I say, we'll come on and speak about Tav later on as well. He was just back to what we know and love with James Tavernier. His forward play is just, when you can see that pitch in front of him and he gets the space that Motherwell allowed him to have at points today, he is so dangerous. There was maybe only a couple of his balls that he put into the box today with a wee bit, maybe hit the first man, but every other ball he was putting in was like absolute quality. It really, really was. And then Rangers then do the same thing as we done last weekend. 2 goals in just as many minutes. Breaking forward, Tab plays a great cross from the right-hand side to the back post. Sakala gets the header. Bullets it in, 2-1. I go absolutely tonto squared. My neighbours hate me, but I don't care, because Ryan, he comes from Zambia.
He comes from Zambia. I was delighted for him. I wanted him when he was through on goal against Brøndby and he missed that chance. I was gutted for him, because that's what strikers need, and especially when you're coming to a new country, new club. It's we said before we come on air there, we're terrible for writing people off, writing players off, and it's never going to change. It's always going to be like that with Rangers fans. But I think as I've got older, I've been a bit more tolerant of players just not hitting the ground running, and it just shows we need to get behind these players, and I'm so happy for him. And it was a great header as well, a brilliant leap. He really elevated himself well, and he had a brilliant game, and he's my favourite new player.
It's amazing how quickly he's changed the option on him, to be completely honest. Ali, it was what you just said about the after we scored the first one. We looked like a different team as soon as we equalised.
Yeah, it's somewhat St Mirren again. I just thought we just looked like we're going to score every time we come to the park, and great ball for Tav, I have to say, right on the button in terms of he's in between two centre halves. Just a Sakala, great leap, and bullets it in, and what a goal for the wee man. He's got a touch of the, I keep saying it, a touch of the Nacho Novo about him. I think he's quite unpredictable in terms of, I don't think he knows what he's doing half the time, and we don't know what he's doing, but he's that'll do it. Well, obviously he come on and score the hat trick, but that'll do him the world of good. You mean you'll come on to the end? He was delighted, the wee man. He was on Sky getting interviewed, and he's breath of fresh air, to be honest, the way he was coming across. But brilliant for the wee man. And at that point, going in, I know you'll come in at half time, I thought, let's go and kill a team now, Rangers. Let's go and do it.
Yeah, Scotia, it was a great end to the half for Rangers.
It was. I'm looking back through our group chat, and 12:46 today, Alistair Pearson's message just saying Sakala is bloody frustrating to watch. 12:47, I've replied saying what? He's just going.
I mean in terms what I mean in terms of he's unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get from him half the time. Just the way he plays.
I know what you mean, but you must have messaged that, and he must have scored just as you'd hit the.
Well, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that every week now, Scotia.
Yeah, no, it was an absolutely brilliant goal, and yeah, Tav's cross in was perfect. That's another assist for him as well. And at this point, I'm going like Tav's one of my man of the matches at this point, and then Sakala scores, brilliant. And 2 or 3 minutes. I said, how quickly does 48 hours change your mind? Those 3 minutes changed my mind and changed my mood completely as well. So, brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. And you could see how much it meant to Sakala as well. He was absolutely buzzing, even after the first goal. He was absolutely buzzing. He really was. And yeah, Rangers going at 2-1 at half time. And I say I'm sitting kind of in disbelief that we've literally watched a carbon copy of what happened last Sunday, and why we need to go behind for us to actually click into some sort of dangerous, kind of look like a dangerous team, if that makes sense. We just, the only negative you can take from the half is that goal. Our response was great. I think even playing against our back eight of Motherwell, we've still managed to find a way to get back into the game. And I was delighted to go into 2-1. So we're going to the second half. Rangers are still right at it, to be completely honest, putting the pressure on, trying to get the third goal. A few half chances, one for Bass, it's deflected out, one for Sakala, it was also deflected out. Motherwell were kind of holding on for the first 10 minutes of the half. I will be honest, when Motherwell were breaking up the park at this point, I was still a wee bit of the fear creeping into me, thinking, God, because we don't know what the defence is going to do right now. We're not the solid unit that we were last season. But again, I didn't need to worry for too much longer. 62 minutes, and Sakala makes it 3-1. He was awarded plenty of time on the edge of the box. He cuts inside. He gets the shot away. He takes a deflection on its way through, but it's his. And Scotia, what a game he is having. And I must say, I was very relieved, put it that way, to see that it was now 3-1.
Yeah, it's weird at the stage, the way that we've been playing recently, that we don't even need a goal cushion. We need a 2, maybe a 3 goal cushion, because you've always got the worry, and there's always a kind of clusterfuck at the back. But yeah, so I was absolutely delighted when that goal went in. And again, Sakala, he comes from Zambia. Get that wee song played.
Yeah, I think it's well deserved, Ryan, for Sakala. I like to be proved wrong with players. I don't want any Rangers player not to succeed. I want every player to do well, but to see Sakala today, this is what we thought we were getting, and today he showed that he is very capable of doing it at this level.
Yeah, we've said it a few times. You can tell he's raw and he's not the finished article, but there's no doubt we've got a good player there. He scored, was it 15 goals in the Belgium Premier League? Like, he's not going to be a bad player. But like I said before, we just expect it instantly as Rangers fans. I thought he gave Scotland's second best right back a torrid time today. Tore me shreds at times, and I was delighted with that goal. I was delighted because he just, I'm a massive fan of just have a shot, have a dig, and it did take a deflection, didn't it?
Yeah.
More of those kind of goals. We don't hit it enough. And we got rewards for doing that a couple of times today. There was obviously Kamara's goal as well, as we'll come on to. But yeah, he had a brilliant game today, Sakala, and I'm excited that he's a different option. It takes a bit of pressure off Alfie just now.
Ali, was that goal early enough in the second half for your early goal in the second half to kill the game off?
Yep, that's exactly what I was waiting for. And to be fair, Rangers should have done this in previous games this season. That third goal just kills it, makes my heart rate a lot better. And after that, Rangers can just play their game, and that's what they did, Rangers. And they need to do that more often. This is what we've been waiting for. But great for Sakala. Same as Ryan. We need to take shots, and to be fair today, we did. If you don't buy a bloody ticket for the raffle, you can't win it. So fair play to Sakala. Gets a wee nick deflection, but no, I was delighted for him at that point. And the Zambia song was getting ready in my playlist right after the game for him. And I was hoping at that point the wee man was going to get a hat trick because he was everywhere and he deserved it. But no, at 3-1, Motherwell were dead and buried at that point.
And if anything, at 3-1, I think Rangers looked even more dangerous. I thought we just grew. We grew as a team. The confidence grew within the team. Every player looked dangerous at points. I mean, even Steve Davis was looking right on top form. And I say everybody really got a big boost of adrenaline, a big boost of confidence, knowing that the game was pretty much done. Motherwell probably knew it at this point. And it leads us on to Scotland's worst right back is then booked for a second time. A late one on Bassey, not a second booking in Andy Walker's eyes, by the way, just so you know. Of course it isn't, Andy. Of course it isn't. It's a booking all day long, and Motherwell down to 10 men. And Ali, Stephen O'Donnell is pish.
He's utter garbage. I don't care what Scotia says about him. He's it couldn't happen. It couldn't happen to a better player because he's one of the monkey mob on the other side of the city as well. Stephen O'Donnell, he is, and he's had a couple of bad words about Rangers I've seen when he's been in sports scene and all that. So I was delighted when he went off the park. And today he was showing up for what he is, average at very best right back. And Nathan Patterson has no worries as the right back of Scotland at the moment with him behind him.
No, Scotia is part of the you're not really part of the Tartan Army. As a massive Scotland fan, I will say, what's your thoughts on O'Donnell? He really didn't come with much glory today.
Well, no, he get booked, 9 minutes in? And he's on that booking, like, just go at him, Bassey, just go at him, run at him. Because he'll concede. I think people are always overly harsh on him, and I felt bad for him when everyone was screaming about Patterson, but he got what he deserved today because it was 2 stupid challenges that he made. He got what he deserved, but I think Ali's too harsh on him at times.
I'm not harsh at all. You've got to remember, he's not good enough.
You've got to remember. No, you've got to remember. We had Kirk Broadfoot playing for us at right back. So
Kirk Broadfoot's better now. He plays for Motherwell for a reason, and I'll end it at that.
Ryan,
I'm not disagreeing, but I think you're overly harsh on him at times.
Nah.
Ryan, any more to add on this? You're getting a wee bit awkward here.
He's dog meat. Absolute dog meat. That's all I've got to say about him.
That's fine, mate. That's absolutely fine. So obviously Motherwell have just made it even harder for themselves. And again, Rangers have just really grew even more confident with that. Morelos then goes off for Kamara. Thought Morelos did well in spells today. I thought he put in a few good balls into the box as well. Some of his link-up play was good. He's just not on the score sheet today, but he's certainly part of the team effort today. Rangers then make it 4. When's the last time I said that? Short corner comes for Rangers. Tee up by Tal for his second assist of the day. Glenn Kamara strikes a ball from distance, low and hard, into the bottom corner. Possible offside for Sakala being in front of the keeper, but I am not caring. And Kamara was absolutely buzzing to get his goal. And Ryan, it's always good to hear Andy Walker have a wee cry, the fact that Rangers are winning 4-1.
Oh, always. Even when if he the odd time when he praises Rangers, you can actually hear it through gritted teeth. He really struggles to praise us in any way whatsoever. And I said to my dad when I seen the replay, I went, wait to hear Walker when he sees Sakala. It was Sakala in front of the goalkeeper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I said, he'll spot that straight away. And just as I said it, Is he interfering with play? Yes, he is interfering with play, but it counts. Get it round you, Walker.
It's a great strike, to be fair, Ali, for Kamara. It's an absolutely great finish.
Yeah, I still don't think it was Glenn Kamara that had that shot, to be honest, because Glenn Kamara does not shoot. So I hope from now on Glenn Kamara shoots, because he's obviously got in his locker if he can do that, and it just shows that they need to shoot more, Rangers. I think Gerrard's alluded to it in previous kind of press conference in terms of they need to shoot more, Rangers, especially Steven Gerrard. That's what his career was made of. But no, great strike for Kamara. I mean, they were all good today. I thought Kamara was good as well, but at that point, I was loving the game. I was really enjoying the game. I was just thinking, keep going, Rangers, keep going. And they did. Yeah,
they did. Scotia, you'll be able to tell me, Glenn Kamara scored from that area pitch in Europe. Who was that against?
Benfica.
Benfica. Was Benfica away? Yeah, Benfica away it was. Why does he not do this more often?
I don't know. I think he does it for Finland. And now and again, I think he's got a wee bit more of an attack and roll with Finland, though. Yeah, he should, because he's got it in his locker. Great strike. Andy Walker is probably right that Sakala's putting Liam Kelly off or blocking his view, so IFR's there. But like Ryan says, it was just delicious to kind of hear his tears and, just let me drink that all day long.
Yeah, especially even I'm sick of talking Andy Walker, but especially when we were down at the start of the game, honestly, it was like a pig in a pile of shit, man, rolling about. And honestly, you were like, all right, Walker, do you know what I mean? Get a break. And yeah, for Rangers to click into gear like that today, it's always good to hear his tears. It really is always good. But I thought Kamara finished that amazing. Like, I mean, it's one of them, the amount of times we've been screaming for shots to happen, and I do think it's all down to this confidence thing that Gerrard's obviously been denying and whatever else, but when you're flying like that, the team were absolutely flying. They were down to 10 men, they were dead on their arse, they had nothing left, and all of a sudden the players of they kind of relax and they start playing their game and they can get shots away, and it's everything that you want in Rangers. It's what we were doing constantly last season. I was just delighted, and I was delighted to get for Kamara to get a goal. Again, I thought he was really good in spells today. Balogun then comes off for Simpson. Scott Wright comes on for Joe Aribo. Again, Gerrard's just probably looking at our resting players. And then 85 minutes, he makes it a hat-trick. Great ball over the defence from Davis, a real wonder ball. Right onto Sakala's foot as he's sliding in, kind of forces it into the ball at the back post. And it's Rangers 5-1 and it's 3 for him. Ali, there is nothing Sakala did wrong today.
No, because he comes for Zambia, that's why. I'd just like to touch on Steve Davis quickly as well. That was a great ball for Davis. I thought Davis today was outstanding. I thought he dictated that game. There was one wee bit where he pulled a ball out the sky. It reminded me of Joe Aribo at Parkhead. Remember when he did that? I thought that's just class, utter class. But he oozed class on that part today, Steve Davis. But no, I was delighted for Fashion to get that goal. Now, good striker's goal at the back posts, and I had a good finish from it, to be honest. And he got the hat trick, and I've never been so made up for a guy, honestly, because he has taken a bit of a pounding, Sakala, from us a wee bit as well, to be honest. I did text Lee at full time, who does not like Fashion Sakala at all, and it says if you change your mind, and he went nope. But no, but I think he's wound me up there. But no, I was absolutely delighted for the wee man. It was brilliant, and I just hope now he can motor on and score more goals for us.
Yeah. Hi Dixie, by the way. Also, Ryan, Sakala scored from the left-hand side of the pitch to the right-hand side and through the middle. He put his whole repertoire, if you like, on display today for all of us to see.
Yeah, it was a fantastic hat-trick, and he'll be delighted with it. His movement for that Davis ball, it was a great ball from Davis, but he's alert, and it is a great finish, and he just put himself on the line for it. He had a great game today, and it just shows if this midfield and the team in general are more creative, and we are passing the ball about the way we were, and we were so much more direct today. I felt we weren't choosing the easy pass all the time. We were just going for it. And obviously we did with the sending off. We had our foot on their neck, but we didn't let up. And that shows what we can do as a team. and we will score goals all over that team. They can all score goals if we play that in that type of style.
Yeah, Scotia, I think Rangers we got a whiff of blood today and we just went for it.
We needed to. I mean, Ali asked the question, if Celtic win Saturday, does that put us up the arse to go on and do it? It turns out that we didn't need anyone to win. We need everyone to get beat and lose to actually show what we can do. So delighted. See on what you were saying there, Carney, about Sakala from the left and from the right. Was it a perfect hat-trick?
No. Just before we come on, mate, I seen the highlights. I was waiting for his third. I was waiting for his third goal, but no, it was his right foot. I thought it was a perfect hat-trick, actually.
He's shite.
These Zambians, man. Can't stand them.
But no, it's just the perfect day for it, the lad. It really is. I mean, and as well, we'll come on to his comments. We might as well just do it now. I'd seen his interview just before we started recording there, and a more humble man you really could not meet. He was absolutely delighted. He still thinks there's more to come from him. He was just very, very happy. And Ali, as you said before we started recording, it was a breath of fresh air to see him.
No, it was a good interview. He thanked God straight away. That was the first guy he thanked straight away in his interview. But no, he's out. No, he came across really well, to be fair fashion. And he did say it's been difficult for him to settle. I mean, he's come to Rangers. Rangers are a big team. He's came to Glasgow, so it'll be difficult for him to settle in. And we've kind of drip fed him into the team, if you want to say. He's not really had much opportunities. And he got his opportunity today, and he's taken it for me. And to me, he goes on the team sheet for Thursday night.
I don't think he's done himself any danger of that, to be completely honest. He was flying today, he really was, and everything that he tried really came off for him. Scott Wright had a good attempt on the 98th minute, but it was put out for a corner, and from that corner, Simpson's header, it looks like it's going in, to be completely honest. I'm not 100% sure, but the back post, Kamara Roof is there to kind of steal it off him and to make it 6. Just the most perfect day. It really is.
Relentless. It's what we were last season. That's what we want to see. And sometimes I feel we give these teams a bit too much respect. Gerrard does like to, if we go ahead, he likes to sit for 10 minutes and just sit off teams. But I didn't feel we did that today, and it shows that, like I said a couple of minutes ago, if we do this and we're more direct, we can batter teams. That will be the last time if we keep playing like that. And I'm delighted for Roof as well, because obviously he'd be a bit aggrieved not starting today. I think probably all expected him to start, so I was delighted. That's another goal he's got. I don't know how many he's on, but his goal scoring tally's looking good this season so far. So he's got his numbers up. But yeah, we were relentless today, and it was a delight to watch. Most enjoyable.
It was. Scotia, Ryan's made a good point there. Roof is probably sitting on that bench watching Sakala put a hat-trick in and kind of going, hang on a minute.
Yeah, I mean, potentially Gerrard's kept Roof on the bench with Thursday evening in mind, because that's another massive game on Thursday coming up. But he comes off the bench, does what he needs to do. I'm trying to just bring up his stats here. I think that's him scored 6 goals this season, I think, in the league. I think he's definitely our top. He's definitely our top goal scorer in the league. And I mean, if you're bringing Roof off the bench, it shows you the quality that we've kind of got.
Yeah. Ali, you mentioned when we seen the team coming out today, the bench was strong today.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed. I know Ryan's cat agreed with as well. That was the first thing I noticed. It was a bench where you could bring players on and turn a game. Today we didn't need to bring players on to turn the game, but it was strong, that bench. There was options on it. Hadji didn't come on. There was Roof, obviously, Scott Wright, Lundstrom, Patterson. So it was it was a really strong bench. But I just thought Rangers looked, even at 6-1, they wanted to keep going and going and going. They were hunting packs to get the ball back. They wanted to score more goals, and that's what I want to see for Rangers. It was. I know we harp back to last season all the time, but it was like watching them last season. That is the Rangers that we know. We know they can play this way. And we've been waiting for it since the beginning of the season, to be honest. And we've finally got it on Halloween of all days too. But I was just delighted for Rangers today. It's been a a perfect weekend, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely great performance, and it's actually broke the hoodoo of this top that I'm wearing tonight. The fourth kit was brought out because the first time I wore it with drop points, so now I can happily wear this top again. I was considering if it was one each at half time, I was going to go change my top, but didn't need to. Ryan, before we come on to the man of the match, this is a statement from Rangers today, yeah?
There's no doubt about it. Gerard will play that down, but it is a statement. This was... I think I texted the group chat this morning. I just said this feels massive. I know Hearts won't be our main contender this year, or it might be, but them obviously dropping and the beggars dropping as well. I feel Rangers had to win today. I do. I think if we'd drawn today, because the mood wasn't good before today. I mean, we're struggling to speak about it in podcasts, and I can imagine the team were feeling a bit low before the game today, but this was a massive win today, and not just the 3 points, the style that we did it in. We've driven it home. We've cut the goal difference as well, and we've got a nice cushion over them at the moment. It's a very good Sunday. As Ali said, if Carlsberg did weekends, this would be one.
Definitely. Scotia, you in agreement that Rangers have... It's now important for us to continue this. It's not. I'm not saying going out beat every team 6-1, but today's the benchmark for the rest of the season.
No, it definitely is. I mean, I think, Conor, you had mentioned on the preview pod that all you were looking for was the result. Today, I think we got the result and performance.
Yeah.
And we need to keep the performances up and keep winning as well. Don't drop any silly points. Let's get that right to the back of your minds. We need to keep doing it. We treat seasons in like wee blocks. Obviously, the international break's coming up pretty soon. You know, I think we've only got another 2 games. Obviously, Bromby and Ross County next weekend before the international break. So once we get back from that international break, we need to batter through up to Christmas, and just kind of what we done last season. It was that period last season that's where we kind of won the league. It was this wee period, so we need to be on it. And today kind of gives me confidence that we can do that.
Yeah. I said we're going to have no negatives, mate, on this podcast, and you just mentioned international break.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm bloody not. Ali, who's your man of the match today? Are you going to go for the obvious one?
Yeah, I just quickly, I just like to touch in terms of the game today. I said to Scotia,
yeah, of course. Sorry, mate. Yeah,
I said to Scotia in the pub yesterday, with them dropping points, I thought, what more motivation do we need? Because it just shows that they're not that great, dropping points at home to Livingston, and I just thought this could be the game where Rangers appear, and they have, and I'm delighted. But no, man of the match. It's that man from Zambia. He comes from Zambia. Fashion Sakala all day long. To be honest, you could pick a lot of players in that team, but it's got to be Fashion Sakala. And Ryan's cat agrees with me as well.
Yeah, agrees.
She loves him. She loves
Sakala. Yeah, you're right. And even just touching on it yesterday, today we didn't get a penalty. Today, the fourth goal for Kamara's goal, the offside, that'll probably be what they go on about to try and make themselves sleep better at night. If you haven't seen what Celtic got a penalty for yesterday, go and check it out. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, they goddamn Mason refs, everybody. Yes. Ryan, who's your man of the match today?
I'll give you a man of the match in a minute, but I'm quite ashamed of myself that now that you've brought that up, I'm quite ashamed that I didn't start the podcast with. I think collectively as a podcast we should be sending out our best wishes to Kyogo Furuhashi. Let's hope he's okay. And football aside and colours aside, let's hope that guy's okay after that yesterday.
Yeah.
Man of the match, he comes from Zambia. Outstanding today, and he really stepped up, and we've spoke about we need a player to step up and take us to the next level, the next gear, if you like. I thought Aribo, Tav, Davis were brilliant today, taking us to that next level, but it's a man from Zambia gets it from me. He was outstanding.
Yeah, Scotia.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 players I've got noted down to be my man of the match. Tav being one of them, certainly in the first half. Tav, obviously, the goal and the assist. This is a game that I'm going to watch back, and I'm going to enjoy watching it back. And I would encourage people to focus on Davis, because I think he was absolutely magnificent today. Just all the time, even that up until we scored, he was the one that kind of was giving it for us. But I can't disagree. It's got to be Sakala, man of the match for me.
Yeah, so full house. Obviously, I'm going to make it Sakala as well. He fully deserves it. I will praise James Tavernier. It's actually 2 assists, because he actually got set up Kamara for his goal. So it's classed as 2 assists that he got. I just think Tav was back to being his best today. He was showing up in the box all the time. He was coming inside. He was playing at the edge of the box. He was playing in the penalty spot. He was everywhere today. But you can't not give it to Sakala for the work rate, the effort, the desire, everything that we want to see from a front player for Rangers. He was at it today and fully deserved. So a full house for Fashion. So that'll do us for this pod. We could probably talk about it all day, to be completely honest. And we probably will. We're probably still going to message each other after it. But Ali, thank you very much, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm sure you will.
Well, it's been a beautiful Sunday. And just remember, he comes from Zambia.
Ryan, thanks very much, mate.
Cheers, boys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I certainly will. I'm going to go to the pub and stand with a massive smile on my face. And if anybody wants to talk to me in the pub about a man from Zambia, I'm happy to do so. Your balls will thank you.
And Scotia, cheers, mate.
Yeah, get the Shakira and the Beautiful Sunday playlist on. Also, just quickly mention you guys might not be interested in it, but Rangers women team are playing Celtic at 4:00 today, and I think it's 3:49 in Rangers TV. So this will probably come out about 3:30. So you might get a chance to go and watch that if you are interested.
Well done, Scotia. There's a reason to have you on this podcast, mate, to be completely honest. No, thank you, mate. We shall not be moved, everybody. We are top of the league. We are 4 points clear. And it's been a rather good Sunday for us. Rangers have finally clicked into some form of action that we all wanted. We've been saying it since the start of the bloody season, and we've went and done it. I could not be happier with the way the team responded today and what they've done. Yes, there's still that defensive thing in the back out with his head, but the reaction from that has been brilliant. And welcome to Glasgow Rangers, Fashion Sakala. You have shown up today and you have won us the game. So Club 22 is supported by Manscaped, who's the best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Go to manscaped.com, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code club at 22. Your balls will thank you. And as I say, you will be showing support for this podcast if you use it. The stuff is generally brilliant. We have all used it. It is great. So you would be supporting our podcast if you use the code. So thank you from us. Shameless plug, like the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, like, share, comment, anywhere that you can. We will be back midweek with a Club Deck Corner. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. God, I've got a lot to say now at the end of our podcast. Anyway, we are Club at 22, the Champions podcast. Scotia, you can put your shark head back on if you want to say goodbye to everybody.
No, it's all right. It'll just sit beside me. We've got a wee inflatable shark as well kicking in my cupboard.
I don't want to know what sort of inflatables you have in your room, mate. Come on. I don't need to know that. That'll do us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Top of the league, and they're no. Have a good one.